Hi everybody, it's a guy here, the unknown, and today I just wanna show some examples of the new strategy that I've recently discussed, which is the most explosive trading strategy for indices. It works for Nasdaq, it works for US 30, and it works for S&P 500. Okay, these pairs or these indices are explosive in nature. They are quick. So when we target 50 pips, that 50 pips is gonna be hit mostly in less than 10 minutes. Okay, so that's why I actually love this kind of trading strategy, because I know that if I don't trade throughout the day, I'm still okay. During the US session, I am gonna get 50 pips almost every day. Okay, it's not every day, but almost every day. Sometimes, yes, I will take a loss, but most of the time I'm getting my 50 pips lot with any lot size. Okay, so I love the strategy because this happens most of the time. So let's just jump into it uh, so that I can show you a trade I took on Nasdaq. Okay, so guys, as I already alluded, on this strategy we don't really look at the day count. Okay, we don't look at the day count, we don't look at anything, we just look at the day itself. So what we want to see is actually trap volume. Okay, we want to see trap volume before the session begins, and we want to see trap volume during the session, and we want to see evidence, which is mostly the engulf. And then later I will actually talk a little bit about trapping volume, because I've had some comments regarding that, and I believe maybe some people are actually confused about that. Okay, so first of all, one thing we know is that mostly they're gonna trap traders at a level. As you can see here, they just come and send traders to the closing price of the previous day. Okay, so this is a common practice and it happens most of the days. Okay, so we understand that, okay, once they have trapped volume like this, they might never come back to release this, guys. So we want to know that if we are in a trade, we are not gonna be greedy, and we are not gonna actually allow them to send us into trap volume. Okay, so guys, let's go to a smaller time frame. I told you this will be more visible in a smaller time frame. For me personally, I prefer the 1 minute time frame because it shows everything more clearer. Okay, so as you can see on a 5 minute time frame, you actually saw a lot of consolidation. Okay, let's go to a 1 minute time frame. I want to show you something. I know most of you don't understand the 1 minute time frame. So if you don't understand the 1 minute time frame, what you can do is actually to wait. Okay, wait. Okay, because that's actually gonna help you. Okay, first of all, they made a head and shoulder. Okay, but we know this is a pattern, and patterns trap volume, but I don't want to talk about this one. I'm just showing you that if you actually understand pattern, triple tops, triple bottoms, double tops, double bottoms, head and shoulder, triangles, and all sort of stuff, you realize that those are actually trapping uh, trapping patterns. Okay, they are trapping patterns. Okay, so right now this is a head and shoulder, as you can see, and then we have a neckline over here. Okay, those who have studied maybe John and McGee, actually any trading book, it actually discussed these patterns. Okay, so these are trapping patterns, but I'm not going to talk about this one. But this was a clean trade after the equity has opened. As you know, they send people up, there, and then they trap them, then they come down, they send them, but they fail. Okay, and that's when they gave this engulfing candle. This is exactly evidence. Okay, so once you understand the patterns, you will know all the trapping patterns. Okay, but I'll just go deeper and explain this. For 50 pips, as you can see, this is an explosive move for 50 pips because they gave a pattern. This is Dow. Okay, US 30. But again, the kind of trapping that I've discussed is something like this. You can see they're just sending people up, sending people up, sending people up, sending people up. Then all of a sudden they break out of the neckline. Okay, and what did they do? They gave evidence. This is a sign that they have actually broken and they are moving down. Okay, so this was enough evidence to enter, and obviously the stop loss can be just above here. Why? Because the psychology or the thesis is this move is actually gonna explode. Moves like this usually don't go back and you won't see drawdowns. So for a 50 pip, I believe it was hit just 50 pips. That's why I told you don't be greedy. Okay, so this is trapping. We can all see that this is trapping. They're sending people up, sending people up, sending people up, sending people up. So everyone whose order got fulfilled right above here, or yeah, anywhere above or inside this box is literally trapped and was never allowed to see profits up until all these guys were punished. Remember, many people believe in support and resistance, and when they see prices bouncing like this, they now tend to say, oh, this is a very strong it's a very strong support. Okay, and as you can see, that's why they give you pins and they give you a big engulf. The main idea is to get you trapped, to send you into trapped volume. So we know before the session they've trapped people down on the closing price of the previous day, right? So once we are in this trade, we don't want to be greedy because we don't want to be taken back into trap volume, because most likely they're not going to release them. Okay, so this is the most cleanest 50 pips. I just wish everybody can just sit on their hands and watch what happens. Okay, sit on your hands and watch what happens. Don't get in because of emotions, and don't get in before they give evidence. As you can see, this is evidence. Now they've broken down, they are going. Okay, those who understood the pattern, this is the pattern, but this is the most cleanest trapping. Okay, this is the cleanest trapping. And to explain trapping again, you see this is trapping again. They trap, same as here. This is the same thing. They are squeezing. Okay, we explained this on Saturday. They are squeezing traders, leading them up, and then they punish again. They come back, take all these guys out. Okay, everybody who maybe sold here was taken out. After what? After those who actually sold got punished. Okay, and then now they start trapping immediately after taking these guys out. But that's not important. The important thing is the trapping. Once you understand trapping, you wait for evidence. This works every single day. Okay, maybe there might be 2 or maybe 1 day a week or 2 days a week when you won't get this kind of setup. If you don't get it, obviously you do nothing. Okay, you show up every day, but you don't execute every day. You wait for easy kind of trades. This is easy. Okay, this is easy. Why? Because they've trapped. Now they've given evidence. They are going. Same evidence here. They are just exploding down. So once you take this one, you can put your stops above this explosive candle. Why? Because this is they are not gonna go back once they've trapped and broken down. They are not going back up. Okay, but as I said, nobody's immune to losses. Sometimes the market will have another plan. That's why we use stop losses. Okay, so if you lose this one, it's okay, because most of the time you're gonna get your 50 pips and you will be able to use any lot size. Why? Because these kind of trades are just explosive. You see, 50 pips hit in 5 minutes. On this one, 50 pips got hit in roughly 15 minutes. Yes, in roughly 14 minutes. That's why I said I actually like these ones more. Why? Because these ones are explosive and you lock and move on with your day easily. So if you took this one, that's enough for the day. Okay, because you know that these ones are explosive in nature and they are gonna go and hit your 50 pips, as long as you are not greedy. We spoke about 50 pips, and there is a reason we spoke about 50 pips. I believe now you can see. Okay, so let's just go to okay, let's go to Nasdaq. This is the one I actually took today. Okay, this is the one I took it yesterday. I showed in the previous video that I posted earlier on today, and it didn't really give 50, but it gave roughly, it went 47, so 44. Yes, so they just shied away 6 pip. Okay, so it was a good one anyway. Okay, but look at this. This is a 5-minute chart. The previous one on US30, it wasn't that visible on a 5-minute chart. Hence I said I love the 1-minute chart. The 1-minute chart will show you the trapping very easily. Okay, but I know most people don't understand it. So if you don't understand it, just try to find a good setup on a 5-minute time frame, because that's the one that is more cleaner than the 1-minute time frame. But again, the 1-minute time frame is going to show the trapping in the most simplest ways. Okay, and nothing is going to be confusing. Okay, so let's just look at this again. You see, this is a 5-minute time frame. Okay, 5-minute time frame. What do? They squeeze people going up. Okay, they collapse. Oh, first of all, let's look, where are people trapped? People are trapped above the high of the previous day, right? And also they are trapped above the closing price of yesterday. Okay, so everybody in this box above above the high of yesterday, and basically everybody above the closing price of yesterday is literally trapped. Okay, as you can see, they send prices up and then they just come and retest. Okay, and that's all. So everybody who got their orders executed in this pink box is literally trapped, and they were never allowed to see profits. So the market breaks down. Okay, as they broke down, yes, of course, here they didn't really present any opportunity up until where they started squeezing. What do you do when they're squeezing? Obviously you do nothing. Okay, you do nothing. You are waiting for the engulf, which is evidence. Okay, so boom, they give the engulf. Okay, do we know that they're gonna give an engulf? No, we don't know. That's why we are waiting for evidence. Okay, we are waiting for evidence. Okay, because they can go up, but they have broken down, and we know that most likely they are not gonna take these guys out. Although sometimes they do, like yesterday they did trade back and eventually they ended up taking out trap volume on Nasdaq. Okay, but look, you see 50 pips got hit in roughly let's see, roughly four. Okay, no, this is a 5-minute time frame. It got hit in roughly 20 minutes. Okay, 20 minutes, 50 pips was logged. Now let's go to a 1-minute time frame, which is my favorite because everything is gonna be more visible and more clearer. You see, now on a 1-minute time frame, we don't have those pins, but again, we have where they have just been trapping. And yes, of course, we did talk about the explosive slope, but if you look at this already, they're broken down and they give this slope against the trend. Okay, mostly the explosive slope is gonna happen right before, okay, right before the session opens. Okay, then they are gonna explode, and then if we're gonna have another explosive slope, it's gonna be mostly in line with a trend. Okay, with a newly established trend. So right now we can see that, okay, they are just going down, they are trending down. If you look at this, they are trending down, and then all of a sudden they start like, okay, they start sending people up, and we know that, oh, most people are always thinking about counter trending. Okay, counter trending, guys, counter trending is something I really did, and honestly I wasn't profitable when I actually dealt with counter trading. It was one of my favorite things to do, because emotionally, when something has gone up, you start thinking like, oh, okay, they've gone up way too much, now they're actually gonna reverse. But usually it doesn't work. Once you get an explosive slope or an explosive trend, I've already discussed the three type of trends, okay, in a recent video that I posted. So once you get those kind of trends, they are most likely not gonna reverse. So counter trending is dangerous. Okay, counter trending is dangerous. Just because something went up and you think now it's enough, no, don't think for the market, let the market think for itself. Okay, I'm saying I counter trended a lot, and honestly it didn't really work well for me. Okay, it didn't work well for me. So as we can see on a 1-minute time frame, they broke down. Okay, they broke out, they pumped back, then gave this beautiful engulf. Okay, even for people who entered on this engulf, but here they hadn't broken down, but again it was a good entry provided your stops were here. But you see, they pull back on a 1-minute time frame, they give another engulf. This is now evidence. You take this engulf without fear. The stops is very small. You see, it's only 13. Okay, and then you are targeting your 50 pips. Okay, you are targeting your 50 pips. Okay, so 15 pips got hit around 14 minutes. So that's why I said I love the 1-minute time frame. For the 1-minute time frame, mostly your take profit is actually gonna be hit in less than 30 minutes most of the time. Even on a 5-minute time frame, your take profit is gonna be hit in less than 30 minutes most of the days. But there are days when on a 1-minute time frame, your take profit is gonna be hit in roughly 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, actually less than 10 minutes. And that's something which is actually good. Okay, it's good because, guys, this is simple. This is the most simplest thing anybody can do. Just sit on your hands, let them trap, allow them to break out. Don't try to say, oh, they engulf, oh, they, no. Allow them to do their job, okay? Allow them to do their job. As you can see, they are just trapping on the slope. People believe in support and resistance. People are now actually buying. Oh, it has gone down enough. Now it has to go up, okay? And people are buying. They do what? They trap them. If you look carefully at this, everybody whose order got fulfilled in this pink box was literally trapped and was never allowed to exit with any profits, okay? So when they break out, they give a beautiful engulf, okay? On a 5 minute, they didn't really pull back, but it was a beautiful evidence, okay? So even on a 1 minute time frame, this is beautiful evidence. And the reason I'm actually showing this is because this is actually the trade I took, and I took it on a 1 minute time frame, okay? The reason I am actually showing this every day is because this is the most easiest setup. You don't look for day counts. It's easy, guys. Every day, if you are patient enough to wait for the evidence and the trapping, you are gonna get that 50 pips, okay? You are gonna get that 50 pips in and out quick, provided you are not greedy. So one thing I do is I enter, then I drag my stops, and then I double click, okay? I double click on my entry, and then I just punch in it depends on you. For me here, I'm just gonna punch in 5,000, and that 5,000 is gonna be my take profit. So it's actually gonna be 50 pips, okay? For currencies, I'll punch in 500. It's gonna be 50 pips. The thing I am trying to avoid is like setting like different kinds of take profit. I want everything to be uniform, okay? So guys, honestly, this is the simplest one, okay? This is the most simplest one. That's why I keep on showing these examples, okay? Now let's go to the Dow. Obviously, okay, the Dow, as you can see, it was confusing as to where people are trapped, but right before the equity time, we can say, okay, yes, they came here and they just retested and they went up. So it looked like, okay, people down here are trapped, so we can say they're trapped below the closing price of the previous day. So okay, so we can say that, okay, we can actually say that. And then now let's go to a smaller time frame. You see, on a 5 minute chart, you just see consolidation. And that's the beauty of the 1 minute time frame, okay? The 1 minute time frame is just amazing. Okay? It's just amazing. You see, this is a shoulder, this is a head, and this is a shoulder. They make this is a neckline. Guys, please go and study patterns. If you don't understand trapping that much, I will show you, but please do me a favor, go and study patterns. This is a trapping pattern if you understand patterns. Then they give that evidence here, okay? This is the evidence, okay? Even this one was evidence, okay? But I just want to show you with clearer evidence. You see, for 50 pips, it was hit in roughly, let's just look at 50 pips. It was hit in roughly 5 minutes, 4 minutes, in roughly 4 or 5 minutes. Yes, 5 minutes, 50 pips got hit. These are indices, and it's going to be very easy for them to hit your 50 pips, okay? It's gonna be very easy, and these kind of trades are explosive. You can use any lot size, okay? This is a shoulder, this is a head, this is a shoulder, this is a trapping pattern. The triangles are trapping patterns, head and shoulder are trapping patterns, triple top are trapping patterns, triple bottom are trapping patterns, double top, double bottoms, all those things are trapping patterns, okay? Some people use cup and what, okay? But okay, I believe this was the most easiest trade, okay? I'm not gonna talk about now late, but again, if you understand trapping, once people are trapped, they give you the evidence. Like, but I'm not saying take this one, okay? But again, it is a valid trade, and this is valid evidence. You see here, this is evidence, okay? They engulf. So if you doubted this one, this is still evidence, just that the candle is a little bit bigger. But again, 50 pips got hit in roughly 6 minutes, okay? It's all about trap, and then they break down to show you the evidence, and the evidence is always an engulfing candle. But this one was the cleanest one, and I know most people maybe haven't studied the patterns yet. But when you go to study the pattern, you will get to know the head and shoulder, you will get to know the triple top, you get to know the triple bottom, or the squeezing, just squeezing. If they are just squeezing, like sending people up, squeezing, sending people up, you just wait and do nothing until they actually escape out of that trapping zone. Okay, it's gonna be so easy. The problem is we want to enter into trade very early. We want to catch the high or the low, and that's where the problem comes in. Okay, it's not always supposed to be like that. Okay, it's not supposed to be like that. We must wait and then get the evidence. Once we get the evidence, everything is well. Okay, so there are just different kind of trapping patterns, and this is one of them. Okay, even here, this happened a few minutes ago. Let me say just an hour ago. This was very good. You see, it's trapping. We don't care about this, but this is important for us. What actually activates our interest into entering the trade is the engulf. You see, this was a very beautiful engulf, which is still evidence. Even this one was evidence, but this one hasn't broken out. Okay, they could have still gone up. So this one was the most cleanest evidence. Okay, the most cleanest evidence. It's just that on a 5-minute time frame, sometimes it's not really gonna be visible. Okay, it's not really gonna be visible. So these are the most explosive trades, and as we already said, who is trapped? They've trapped below the closing price of the previous day, hence they are just coming. That's where they are sending traders. Okay, so what will happen? I don't know. Okay, nobody knows what's gonna happen. All we know is that when they trap and then give that beautiful evidence, we are in. Okay, that's all we know. Okay, so this is the trading strategy we know. You see, this is a beautiful engulf which has actually shifted zone from this trap volume. You can also take it like this, just to remove the pins. Okay, usually you can use a line graph, and you will see this is where they trap, and that's where they give an engulf that breaks out. Okay, so you can see this is just trapping, and then you just wait when they are trapping, because they will blow your accounts if you're gonna be trying to catch this. You don't know what they're gonna do. You don't know what they're doing. Okay, just sit and relax until they've given that beautiful engulf that shift the zone away from everybody who is trapped. Sit on your hands. Okay, sit on your hands. Do nothing until they give you the evidence. We spoke about that. Look, even the EMA aligns with the evidence. Okay, so you can use the EMA, you might not use the EMA, it's up to you. So guys, in short, I don't want to make this video any longer. I just wanted to make it short and share with you these examples, because this is something that happens almost every day. Okay, almost, not every day, but it's gonna happen. Tomorrow, I believe it's gonna happen again. Thursday, I believe it's gonna happen again. Friday, I believe it's gonna happen again. So this happens almost every day. Okay, and it's the most easiest thing. You just identify trap volume, you wait for the equity time, you identify trap volume, and then once they've trapped, you need to see the evidence candle. Okay, so I did receive a comment where somebody said I should just remove the charts after the entry, so that they can see the entry. But I believe that that is unfair, because honestly, anybody can do this. Okay, the dates are also here. You can just go to your chart. This happened today. You can go to your charts and remove this. Okay, for me, I don't even know how to remove this, to leave this. Okay, so you can actually remove this and just do your back testing. Okay, because honestly, for me, my job is to share with you the concept, and I believe your job is actually to go and work on it until you understand it. Okay, so if you think like if these prices have been removed, you'll understand better, then it's fine. You can just remove the prices, because I always share the dates with you. Okay, I don't hide the dates. So guys, I believe this is helpful, I believe. And one more thing, we have actually decided to move the mixed things to Saturday, because the attendance is very low, based on the fact that Mondays, I believe some people are coming from work, some are at work, some are sleeping, and the time zones vary. So we have actually decided that okay, the meetings will be on Saturdays when most people are available, and it's gonna be roughly during the days. Okay, so I believe it's gonna accommodate many people, and I just believe the first meeting will be available for each and everyone, whether you have the playbook or not. The first meeting will be available for everyone, because I believe there are people who have many questions, and some of the people don't have the playbook. So The first meeting this Saturday, I will tell you the time. Okay, the first meeting is going to be available to anyone. You have the playbook, you don't have the playbook, that meeting is going to be available to everyone. I'll just send the link here on the channel. Okay, so I'll tell you the dates, I'll tell you the time actually, but it's going to be Saturday. Okay, so the next ones, of course, they're going to be for those with the playbook. Okay, so guys, I really appreciate you. I appreciate you. Go and master this. Tomorrow is still another day, and yeah, take advantage of this setup. It works almost every day. Okay, and it's the most easiest setup. Thank you guys.